I don't know if that's going to make the podcast.
I don't know.
Can we talk about that on here?
I don't know.
This is my podcast. I guess
Yeah,
I
you
can
can talk about whatever you want.
Hey guys, welcome to In the Middle of It. I'm your host, Hannah Kerr. I'm so excited about our guests for today, Caleb and Morgan Crino. You might recognize Caleb from the duo Caleb and John. They've had some big songs in the past year. Hallelujah Feeling was top 5, and they just had their first number 1, Somebody Like Me featuring Kane. It's an amazing song. Go check it out. And his sweet, beautiful wife, Morgan Crino. She's the founder and owner of VIVE Cycling in Columbia, Tennessee. They're dreamers, they're doers. I love them so much. Here's my conversation with Caleb and Morgan Crino. You guys, welcome to In the Middle of It with Hannah Kerr. Here are my guests, Caleb and Morgan Crino. You guys, give them a round of applause. Come on. We love it. There's so many people here
I'm
applauding.
clapping for you.
We just give ourselves a round.
No,
I
I'm
love
clapping
it.
for you.
People all over the world are applauding you right now. Or maybe it's just my mom. Like, I really don't know who's listening to this, but
No.
thanks for
there's
being
tons of
here.
people.
Yeah,
You
tons
guys,
of people.
cheers.
Cheers.
In the middle of it.
I can't
I
reach
know.
I should have thought that through.
Should we share what we're drinking?
Yeah, how do you take your coffee, you guys?
it. Black
Like tea.
drip.
Oh wait, am I not supposed to say this is tea?
No, it's perfect. It's great. I'm drinking tea as
Coffee,
well.
everyone.
We're all drinking black coffee because we're real adults.
We're real adults.
No, Caleb is drinking black coffee. Good for you.
I am. I'm a black coffee enthusiast.
I love that for you. I'm not, but I'm happy we can start off with a real adult drinking his real coffee today.
Glad to be here.
That's great.
He got me into black coffee.
You guys, it's so sweet that you're here. Like, truly, when I was thinking about this first season of the podcast and just like what I want it to be like, I just wanted to bring on my friends who are doing amazing things. And you guys were literally the first people I texted about this. Like,
Are you
Wow.
serious?
yes.
Aw,
and so the
that's
fact
cool.
that we're here is just really sweet. So I'm really grateful that
Yeah.
you guys are part of this.
We're honored.
Yeah, we've been so excited about
I
it.
literally
love it.
can't. I just remember you sitting in my living room and talking about when was that? Was years ago.
It had to be like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and like
insane.
bringing up the idea, and I was like, no, like you must do like this is
Yes.
You must.
So
You must.
I don't know if I would have even like felt like I could do it unless you had encouraged me, because like I think about that, and then I think about we were sitting in Katie's like at her table, and I was just like, I feel scared, but I feel like I'm supposed to do this, and you were like, you have to just
Wow.
take the first step. Like,
I'm so
you
proud
totally
of you.
encouraged me, so that was really sweet.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, wow. Okay, you guys, before we get into the middle of it,
Oh,
I want to play a game just to like get things kicked off, get things
Okay.
started.
Let's
Okay.
go.
I have lovingly titled it a word salad that is love it, hate it, in the middle of it.
Okay,
okay. Okay.
It's very easy. Rapid fire. I'm going to give you 10 things.
Okay.
You just tell me kind of off the cuff if you love that thing, if you hate it, or if you're in the middle of it, kind of neutral.
Okay.
No explanation is required, but if you do feel led, you are welcome to
Okay.
explain yourself. Okay. Are
I'm
you
so
ready?
ready.
Oh, I'm
So-
ready.
So is it a win game? Is it a lose game?
You would ask
I'm
that.
kidding. That
you
is-
would.
that's my
I
you
know.
would.
I'm
personality.
like, you're making this a competition.
How do
now?
I win?
Okay.
Caleb, you are so competitive, and I do love that about you.
No, well,
okay.
thank you. Thank
okay, we're starting off easy. Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Love it.
In the middle of it.
Okay, that's kind of what I expected for that
Yeah.
one. That's why we started with it. They're
They're-
very polarizing.
They are so good and so bad for you.
All the seed oil.
All the seed
I
oil
love
in
that.
the world.
Okay, number 2, horror movies.
In the middle of it.
Hate it.
So
Me
when,
too.
when we
Hate it.
first met, I hated horror movies.
And
like,
I
with
loved
a passion,
them.
And she loved them. And so she introduced me to them.
switch.
And I still don't like anything like supernatural, like demonic horror or whatever.
Yeah.
I heck no, definitely not. But it's just like the thriller kind of suspenseful stuff. Now I like it, but I don't like some. In the middle of it.
I'm sensitive now.
Me
The
too.
older that I get, I'm like, no.
I agree. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, early morning flights.
Hate it.
Like, hate it.
Hate it.
Sure he's
Don't
in.
love it. I mean, in the middle of it, I guess.
Okay, some
Depends on where we're
people
going.
love them because you just get to your destination. You have like the whole day.
Yeah.
Early morning flights are in my top 10 least favorite things about life. I will
Yes.
say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We also live in Columbia, which is an hour from the airport.
Oh,
I have
bless
had-
you guys.
I have had to get up at 3 in the morning
No.
to get in the car, drive an hour to
No.
the airport, and then get on my 6 a.m. flight.
Nobody
that-
should be awake at
that's
3 a.m.
bad.
except the demons and horror movies. You know what I mean? So, Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, roller coasters.
Love it.
Yeah, I love that you guys agree on that. That's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
We recently, like, Dollywood just did a 2-day for the price of 1 day special, and it was right before we opened our cycling studio, which I'm sure we're gonna get to.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
And so we're like, okay, this is our last before we start this thing, before we're in the middle of this thing, we got to do it. And so we went and we rode the same roller coaster like 5 times in a row.
Which one?
The Eagle one.
yeah, that one was so fun.
I love it.
Is that our
yeah,
favorite?
that's our favorite.
The bear one was good too.
Yeah,
I love it.
Dollywood is amazing. We love
This podcast is sponsored by Dollywood.
Dollywood.
Hey, Dollywood.
Working
Dolly, if
9
you're
to-
listening,
Dolly,
come on.
take us to Dollywood. Okay.
Take us to
Yes.
Dollywood for free. You're going to Dollywood. Okay, running.
In the middle of it.
Okay, same. I was training for a half,
Yeah, I saw.
and I was like vlogging it to hold myself accountable, and then all of a sudden the vlog stopped.
Okay, well, you've been a little busy.
A
There's
little
like a
busy.
lot
I
of
stopped
grace.
training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you guys for even running in general. I don't run. So
We tried
Jason is
it.
training for a half marathon and he's doing great. That's my
And
husband,
crushing it.
everybody.
We love Jason.
Yes, he's doing great. But you guys, excellent runners. I love that for you.
I got dragged into it willingly, and I was like, all right, I'll train with you for it. I didn't want to originally, but I was like, you know what, it's good for me, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
love
better
the
than me,
results.
I think.
Really?
I would not say that.
Amazing.
I would not say that.
You guys are sweet. Okay. Okay, Diet Coke.
Hate it.
Hate it.
Okay, I love that. That's probably better for your long-term health. That's really
All
good.
sodas? No.
All
Yeah,
sodas
no.
are no. What is your
No.
alternative? What do you drink instead?
Coffee, water.
Seltzer. I'm a big seltzer guy, and so I was like straight up addicted to soda for a long time.
Which
And
ones?
Dr. Pepper, for
Dr.
sure.
Pepper.
But really any. I mean, we were both huge
Part
Dr.
of your
Pepper fans.
testimony. You're
Part of
living
my test of the
proof.
Lord
No, the
saved
Bible
me.
says
it's free.
I was in the middle of it, guys. But yeah, so I found this. I don't think they even make it anymore. But at Kroger, they made this this Dr. Pepper flavored seltzer, and that was what got me off of soda and into seltzer.
That was your nicotine gum.
It was,
I love
it
that.
was.
That's great. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna make the podcast.
I don't know.
Can we
No.
talk about that on here?
I don't know.
This is my podcast. I guess
Yeah,
I
you
can do
can
whatever
talk
I
about
want.
whatever you want.
Nobody's the boss of me. Okay, pineapple on pizza.
Love it.
In the middle of it.
Okay, that's good. I love
He's
that.
wrong.
I love how much you're utilizing the in the middle of it. It's
Yeah.
really good promo for my podcast.
Hey, this is
That's
great branding. Great branding.
I love that. Yeah, I love it too. That it's truly one of my favorite
It's
toppings.
delicious.
So yeah.
Same.
It's not my go-to, but whenever we share a pizza and she wants to order it, I get it.
Oh, that's on being a good
And I
husband.
love
I was
it.
gonna say you get it a lot on your pizza, but
But it's whenever
that's
we share.
why.
It's
That's
whenever we
so
share.
sweet.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. I can't wait to talk more about your marriage
Oh, I
later
love
on in
it.
the podcast. So sweet. Okay, Crocs. Like the shoes.
Hate
Hate
it.
it.
Hate
Wow. Okay, follow-up question. Have you ever worn them?
Never.
No.
Okay, I would like to preach the gospel of Crocs really quick.
Sounds like you love it.
I love Crocs. I have a pair. Jason and I just got them before our last vacation
Okay.
to wear on the beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's the natural place to wear them, obviously.
Crocs on the
No.
beach, right?
You
Fair.
can get like little things to put in them. And
I was
it's-
gonna ask, did you get those?
Of course I did. I think they're called like giblets or something.
Yeah.
Or giblets, not giblets. I don't know.
I love my giblets.
Anyways, okay,
Wow.
cool. I feel like maybe your gift for being on this podcast is going to be Crocs. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Maybe we'll try Crocs.
Well,
Every time we hang out, we wear our Crocs.
yeah.
Yeah. These are my Crocs.
That's
Okay.
like Jason and I, we got red Bass Pro Shop hats
I
one time at
remember
CMA
that.
Fest. So every now and again, if we're meeting up, we'll text each other, red Bass Pro hats.
I love that. That's
They
so
were all
sweet. Okay, glass elevators.
Love it.
Yeah, love.
Yeah,
Love,
not
love.
afraid of heights.
No.
Nope.
But I am afraid of getting stuck in an elevator.
Me
so
too.
I do like the glass vibe because it's like if you get stuck, you're just like,
You're like, everyone, please help us. I'm scared of being stuck in an elevator
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one, vinyl records.
In the middle of it.
in the middle. I wish that we don't have a
We don't have
record
a-
player.
we don't have a vinyl player.
That
I
would
feel like
make
it's-
us way cooler.
Yeah,
It
I
would.
know. I'm like,
It
are we
would.
even Nashvillians without record
wow.
players?
No.
I do have one, but I
you?
wish I used it more, but I really don't.
Yeah.
I like vinyls though. I like having it. It's like a good
Yeah.
souvenir. Do you guys sell them?
We don't. We haven't gotten any yet.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
We don't have CDs or anything. We don't have a full album, which
Right.
we're in the middle of it.
In the middle. Oh, perfect. You guys. Okay. Thanks for
Wow.
playing Love It, Hate It in the middle
That
of it.
was
You
fun.
crushed it.
That was
fun. Okay. Let's get into it. You
All right,
know,
let's
I
go.
feel like we have a lot to say. I feel like there's just, I feel like we need to tell the people how we know each other,
Yes.
how we got here,
Yes.
just a little bit of our like friendship history, because I feel like it's a really sweet history.
We have the
Really-
best story.
I know.
I will say.
Caleb and Jason, you guys are the OG friendship out of this pair,
Yeah.
Tell us about how you met Jason and just what your friendship has been like over the years.
Yeah. So in 2014, I moved to Nashville to go to Belmont University here in town. I was a songwriting major. Jason was also a songwriting major. We had commercial songwriting 1 together, and so he came in one day, and I think that the seat next to me was like the only seat left or something. So he's just such a friendly guy. He was like, "Hey, I'm Jason."
Aw.
And he told me that he's like, because I had super long hair at the time.
Oh, we
and all that.
remember.
Oh yeah, I was that.
Iconic.
It was it was something for sure. But he told me that he thought when he met me, he was like, "Oh, this dude's like into indie rock for sure." What is my genre? CCM.
That's right.
Contemporary Christian music. But anyway, so we weren't super close friends for we were friends, but not super close for a lot of our Belmont time. But kind of near like senior year and stuff, we actually started getting really close.
Yeah.
Started hanging out a lot, writing a lot, and just a friendship is growing out of that. So that lasted 10 years.
I know, that's
Decade-long friendship at
crazy.
this point.
You guys
Lot
were
of
the best
history.
man in each other's wedding, which
Uh-huh.
it's my wedding and
Yeah.
your wedding.
But
so
I did
sweet.
not even come to your wedding
You
because
didn't.
you got married during COVID.
That's right. You weren't even there.
I watched
Were
on
you
Facebook
watching,
Live.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you watching on Facebook Live? Because that is what we did.
we were at the
Absolutely
reception,
crazy.
though.
We were at
You
the
were.
reception.
That's right.
And we were dancing.
You were dancing.
We
I
were.
love it. Okay, Caleb, I don't know if you remember this, but I believe you were the person that encouraged Jason to ask me
was.
on our first date.
I was.
Were you in the background of the FaceTime when he asked me?
I don't think that I was.
Okay.
Jason, you'll have to correct me if I'm off on this. But so Jason and I were hanging out one night, and I was actually about to like head out and just go home, and he was like, "Hey, actually," he's like, "Dude, before you go, like." So there's this girl, Hannah. We've kind of been talking a little bit, so her and her friend Alyssa, shout out to Alyssa, wants
Shout out to Alyssa.
Alyssa Newton, you're the best. Like want to come hang out. He's like, would you want to like just hang out with us, like hang around a little while longer? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so that was when I met you for the first time, and we hung out for a while, played
You
some
destroyed
foosball.
us in
Yes,
foosball.
Yes,
That's a fun
Unknown to
fact about
happen.
you, Caleb. You are like an
So
amazing
good.
foosball player.
I do love to play foosball.
It's
It is
insane.
my favorite.
Have you played Morgan?
Have we played?
One time, and I did not like it.
Yeah,
Because
he-
like I'm just not even good at all. So it's
Right.
like, how do you even play?
I agree. I feel that.
It's-
So you never played again. Love that.
Yeah, I did find a foosball table on tour at a stop recently, and I was like playing all the crew guys. I'm just like, yeah,
Wow.
it was great. Anyway, so we played foosball, and so we all hung out, and so Jason and I were walking back after you guys had left, and he was like, yeah, I like this girl, but I don't know. I mean, should I ask her out? Like maybe I will, maybe I won't. And I was like, dude, what's the worst thing that could happen? You ask her
Yeah.
out, and he's like, well, I guess she says no. I was like, okay, and what's the best thing that will happen? He's like, well, I mean, we get married, have a wonderful life together. And I was like, exactly. The downsides
wow.
are way less than the upsides. You got to go for it and do it. And
That's
he's like,
wise.
yeah, I'm going to do it.
That's a good way to make a decision. Be like, what is the worst thing that could happen? And what's the best thing that could happen? If
Yep.
the best thing outweighs the worst thing, do the
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's so
100%.
sweet. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Because we did get married and we do have a happy life together.
Yeah.
So it's
Aw.
crazy.
It's been cool to see your guys' relationships over the
Thanks.
last, however, 8 years, 9
9,
years.
yeah.
Gosh, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
God,
I
that's
know.
That
so
is
good.
why. Oh my god.
I know.
That is
Wow.
insane. And how long have you guys been married at this point?
We've been married for
Well, 2020, I
almost
guess,
5
but-
years.
That is so.
I know.
I feel like that was yesterday.
I know. It's
It
crazy.
really does feel like yesterday.
And then, okay, so that's how our stories connected was through Jason, y'all's friendship.
Yep.
You introduced us to each other, kind
Yep.
of like encouraged us to be
Yes.
together.
Yep.
We're together now. And then I met Morgan at a show.
Insane.
What year was that? 2017?
Maybe?
That is
Oh my-
crazy.
Was it? I think it was.
And it was a Christmas tour?
Yeah, it was a Christmas tour.
It's so crazy. Like,
That
you
is
came to
wild.
my table.
In
and
North
we
Carolina,
met.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was fangirling over you.
Oh my goodness.
Like, actually. And I just remember she was up there singing, and I was like, she has the voice of an angel. And you were so sweet and precious. And I was just working at my church in my hometown of North Carolina. And I was like, I need to go get a picture with her. I just
so
was
sweet.
like, and I remember, because then the Lord, it's so crazy how the Lord like weaves in all these little
Yeah.
details.
Yep.
It's just like wild. But then the Lord like called me to go to Nashville, and I remember looking up Brentwood Baptist because that was the church that I was going to work at. And you were like on the promo
Oh
website.
my goodness.
And I was like, I texted all my friends and I was like, guys, Hannah Kerr goes to this church. She
That
leads.
is so
What if we
funny.
The
become
legendary.
what if
Not
we
the
become
legendary.
friends?
Yes. and
That's
here we
crazy.
are.
Here we are. You're one of my
friends.
best friends.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
We got to find
It's
that text
crazy.
because that's wild.
Yeah.
It's
And I mean,
crazy.
I still have the photo. Of
I
us.
know. The photo is so sweet. And what's crazy is like, Caleb, like you understand, like we meet so many people after the show, like at
Yes.
the merch table.
Yes.
But I, to this day, can remember our conversation
serious?
because I
That's
just remember
wild.
thinking, like looking at your face, I was like, that girl knows the joy of the Lord. Like you just, you felt like sunshine to me, like in that moment.
She is.
And I wanted to be your friend. Like I just remember being like, that is someone I could really be friends with.
That
and
is
here we
so
are.
cool.
It's
Look
just
at
so
us.
sweet. So then you came to Brentwood Baptist, you started working there, and then you were doing the announcements at church during
Yes.
COVID.
That's right.
And that was the genesis of a beautiful love story.
Yes, it was.
All thanks to you listening to the Lord.
Okay, what's crazy is I can only pinpoint a few times in my life where I've ever had a really strong impression from the Holy Spirit. Like, I have to do this thing or I have to say this thing. And when your face came on the screen for the announcements, we were sitting in our apartment. We had just been married like maybe 3 months
During COVID, right?
during COVID.
Yes.
And we're watching the live stream. You come up, and I just had this like overwhelming feeling that you were Caleb's wife. Like,
Wow.
so
Insane.
overwhelming. So I tell Jason, I'm like, you need to text Caleb right now, and you need to tell him that the girl on the screen right now doing the announcements, Morgan, is his wife. And Jason was like typing out a text, like he was like, "Hey, Hannah thinks that you should ask out the girl in the announcements." I was like, "No, you have to say his wife. I'm telling you, like, I
Yep.
feel like that's his wife." So he sent that text.
Oh, we will
and
never delete that text.
It,
Oh,
it will
yeah.
be in
I've
the
got
archives
it.
I
forever.
printed it
Forever.
out. Like I have
Did
a
you?
huge
We do.
photo of that text
We do.
message.
It's
Yes.
so sweet.
Oh, yeah.
May 3rd.
Wow.
May 3rd is when it happened. May 3rd of 2020. May 3rd of
That's
2020.
crazy.
I got a text from Jason saying, "Hey, Hannah thinks that the girl on the Brentwood Baptist live stream right now is your future wife."
And she was.
And she was.
And she was.
Guys,
I never.
mean,
I've been working it because we've been leading worship at Kairos.
Yep.
And some Sunday mornings, but I had never. Brentwood Baptist is a big church for those of you who don't know. I'd never even seen her before, so that was actually the first time seeing her. And I looked her up on the live stream. And I was like, yeah, she's beautiful.
I saw the curly
like-
hair too, and I was like, you guys are destined to be together. You have the
Destined.
same curly hair.
someday we're gonna have some really curly-headed children.
You are.
For
Or they're
sure.
going to come out with totally straight hair because genetics are weird.
They
yeah,
are
who
weird.
knows?
Who knows? But
And blue
I
eyes.
just pray that they have the most beautiful curls.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Lord, please.
Oh, wow. It's just so cool to be sitting here and, like you said, to just think about all the ways that God has weaved
Yes.
things back in and just like little breadcrumbs of his purpose in our
Yeah.
lives to
Yeah.
lead us
Yep.
to where we are today. And
Yeah.
we just do life with you guys. Like we've been
Yes.
through so much together. You guys have seen us
lot.
through high highs and low lows. And
Yeah.
it's just sweet to have Kingdom friends, just people that are our true community on this podcast. So thank you guys for being here. I just wanted to tell everyone our history. I feel like there's just so much. There's so much. It's not just like,
and
oh,
we could
really
go on.
We could go on. There's a lot more to say.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should just get into the middle of it.
Let's get into the middle of it.
Wow. Okay. The question of this podcast is, Caleb and Morgan, what are you in the middle of right now?
You want to take it?
Yeah, sure. So, so I'm in the middle of a duo, Christian music duo called Caleb and John.
An amazing duo.
Thank you. And so we actually just had a song of ours go #1 on Christian radio, which is super cool. It's awesome.
It's so cool. It really is.
Yeah,
like that you just glazed over that, but like you had the #1 song in the country.
It's wild.
It's insane. Tell us what the song was.
So it's a song called "Somebody Like Me." So which is cool because John and I, as a duo, we just have very different backgrounds. Like I'm a pastor's kid, like born and raised in the church, and John found Jesus later in life. But the concept of the song is whether it's somebody like me, somebody like you come as you are to Jesus and you leave brand new.
That's right.
So it was really cool, and we had our friends in the band Kane feature on it.
Yes.
So it was really awesome. Just had our #1 party recently, celebrated with them, our label and all that. But so what we're in the middle of right now is we're working on our first album. So I only met John 2.5 years ago now, and so we've been writing a lot, and we've only put out like 4 songs.
Yeah.
Somebody Like Me being one of those songs, and so now we're at the point where like we've had a couple singles on the radio. Let's sit down and like finish this album of all of these. You know what I'm talking about? Going through all the songs. It's like, what's the right song? What is it to pick? And I'm right in the middle of starting to produce some stuff for Caleb and John.
That's so exciting.
Cool. And one of those songs is one that we wrote with Morgan and Jason.
Yes.
And
that's so sweet.
Which is super cool. And Morgan is an incredible songwriter, and Jason is a phenomenal songwriter as well. And so it's cool just to take this little community that we have and also bring it into music. So.
Just create with people you love. I love that so much. 100%. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And what I love about where you are now, Caleb, is that ever since I've known you for almost 10 years, like this has been your dream.
Yeah.
Like you have always wanted to do Christian music. You've never swayed from that. Even like you're saying, like you walked into commercial songwriting 1 and you were like, I'm a CCM artist. Like you have always said that. And
always.
I just love that you're here now because it's like, they say Nashville's a 10-year town, and it kind of has been
literally
for you.
10 years. Yeah.
But look at what God has done in your life. Like, I feel like you are living in your dreams coming true. And that's just a sweet testament to so many people that are like, I've had this dream since I was a kid, and here I am. And only God,
Only he could do it.
It's so cool.
Seriously. Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, we were kind of, like, dwelling on that, like, this morning and talking, and I remember, so I did a year of college before I went to Belmont, and I remember walking into, like, a seminar, and the guy at this college was like, hey, like, what I want all of you guys to know is that only a very select few people can ever actually be artists. And the likelihood that it's you is almost nothing. So basically give up. And you're not going to do that. So think of something more sensible that you want to do. And I got so angry. I'm like, no, God's called me to do this and I'm going to do this. So it's like, I don't know what he's got going on in any of these other people's lives, but he's called me to this, and if he's called me to this, then it's going to happen.
That's right.
And so, it's cool. 10 years later.
That's so cool. When did you feel like you first felt the calling from God to do this?
Well, I started singing when I was like in front of people when I was 6, and my mom forcibly signed me up for a choir, like a kids choir. And I was like, Mom, I don't want to do that. And she was like, just try it, and if you don't like it, then you never have to do it again. And I just fell in love with singing from a really young age. And then when I got older, when I was 12 years old, like I started picking up like piano and guitar and stuff like that. And I remember thinking, maybe this could be something that I want to do. And the Lord just kind of kept confirming that and affirming it. And so I've always had this dream. Like I narrowed into this dream when I was 12 years old.
That's so
16
cool.
years ago.
That's
17th.
wild.
Sorry, I forgot
It's
what that
just, it's such a good reminder about God's timing too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like if you could go back to teenage you, do you feel like you were ready right then, like in your mind to just start doing this and have number ones like even then?
Absolutely not. I mean, I would have thought I was for sure.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
No. I would have been like, yeah, let's do this. And then I would have realized everything I didn't know. But I mean, honestly, like if my teenage self could see where I was now, he would be like, that is so cool. God is so faithful. But he'd also be like, you took a weird path to get there. That's for sure.
It was different than you thought, but
Different than I ever thought. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just true of everyone. Like, Proverbs 3:5-6 talks about like, but trust in the Lord with all your heart and
Yeah.
lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your path straight.
Yeah.
And what's so interesting is that the straight path to God, where he's getting us to go, does not look straight to us. It's
Exactly.
like, I mean, like for me, it's like, okay, I went to this college over here and then I went to Belmont and then I started teaching private piano lessons and then I started playing as the keys player for other artists and then I joined a duo and now here we are. So it's like, it looks like this curvy, windy road, but God's straight path doesn't look straight to us.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like the implication in that verse is that he knows that it's not going to be straight. Like he knows that we're going to get it wrong and do a million things.
Oh,
It's going to be a curvy road, but we're going to get
Yes.
what we're meant to get,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet. How has it been for you transitioning from playing for other artists into doing your own thing now?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been so awesome. It's been really great, and I'm honestly like so John and I both played for other artists before we started performing as Caleb and John.
Who were some of those artists? Tell the people.
Yeah, so for me, I was in country music for 2.5 years, playing for Sam Hunt, which has been awesome.
Just a small artist, just getting
small
started.
artist. Well, he has a plaque for one of his songs, like right in the entryway as you're coming
No
in. I'm
way.
like, that's pretty sick.
That's cool.
So I played for him, and I mean, yeah, just incredible person, incredible artist, songwriter. And I learned a lot from him. Number one, about how to treat people. As an artist, he treats the people that work with him and for him better than anybody, like really. And he's just an incredibly generous guy. And really, yeah, he's a good friend, and I look up to him. So,
That's so cool.
So him, I played for an incredible artist that has a brand new podcast called Hannah Kerr.
I was like, where is this going?
So you were the first artist that I ever like played for. Like,
Wait, really?
So I played in a wedding band for 2 years, and then you asked me to come out for you for a week in Buffalo.
That's
and
crazy.
That was the first time.
That was the first time that camp that we did. That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That was fun.
Okay,
that
so
was fun.
obviously Hannah Kerr, your favorite artist for
favorite artist,
All-time fave.
Yeah, all-time fave, best songs.
Of course.
Best songs, best voice. All right, so can I do that on?
This is my podcast. We can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want. So yes, Kane. So I played for Kane for a little while. Ann Wilson, Rebecca St. James, Micah Tyler.
So cool.
Handful of others, but
so many people.
Yeah, just some really great artists. And then John, so John and I actually both were going to go play for Katie Nicole for a summer. So we had met. Katie had asked me to come play for her for a summer, and I said, "Well, do you need a guitar player too? Because that would be great if John and I could tour together before we started doing our own thing." And the day before we left to go out on our kind of trial run with her, I got lunch with Sam, and he asked me to come play for him, and I was like,
"Sorry, Katie."
I was like, "Sorry, Katie." I did play. You're awesome, but I played for a week with her, and then while Morgan and I prayed on it, and then just decided that God was calling me to go with Sam. So John played with Katie for a year. But honestly, I've learned something from every single artist that I played for, and I think that I've learned one about how touring works, but also what I want to do as an artist, kind of whenever I had the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And I tried to like be intentional about learning and being responsible with what I had while getting ready for what God had for me next. And so I think now that I have the opportunity to actually play like the songs that I've written and we've written and all that, like I think I have a good sense of here's what I want to be and what I want to not be and how I want to treat people and how I don't want to treat people. So
yeah, that's so cool.
It's been cool.
That's so awesome that you just got to learn about the road before you went out there,
Yes.
because I feel like a lot
Thank
of
God.
artists probably just get thrown into
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really overwhelming and they don't know
Yes.
what to expect. But for you, you were like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got this. I know what to do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And working with some artists that have just honestly incredible shows.
Yeah.
Like incredible shows, incredible songs, learning what's the difference between how you recorded it in the studio versus how you're going to do it live to be engaging to an audience. Like all of those things. And I mean, I'm a nerd. I nerd out about all that stuff.
I
so.
know. It's so awesome.
And I love, I just love hearing him talk about it because it is on our very first date. He was teaching piano lessons and guitar lessons and vocal lessons. He was just a music teacher.
Yep.
And he said, so I'm going to be traveling the world, sharing the gospel through music, and my wife has to be okay with that. So would you be okay with that?
So forward on a first date.
First date.
Just laying all the cards on the table.
And I loved it. I was like,
Yes.
here we go.
That's my personality right there.
And anyways, what is crazy is I had been writing in my prayer journals because I had gotten saved at a Christian concert, which is also a whole
So
wild
Yes.
weave of everything.
Yeah.
But I had been writing in my prayer journals ever since I got saved. I got saved when I was 20 years old. And I was just praying that God would give me someone to travel the world with and
way.
share the gospel. And I knew that my husband was going to be doing it through music.
Isn't that
knew.
crazy?
Wow.
Like I have it
literal
written.
chills.
Yeah.
I mean, zoom in on this.
Yeah.
Like
written down.
Zoom in, please.
And Caleb had so much faith that he was going to do this. Like that no matter what, this was what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And it happened. It's just like his faith inspires me in so many ways.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
I do think that you have the gift of faith. Like just
he does.
watching you for all these years, just believing that God is going to do what he has promised to do.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Like faith is the assurance of what we haven't seen. And I feel like you have that assurance. And that's just been inspiring to me, just even from afar. So to hear that you said that on your first date, it's so
I
cool.
can't believe I
He
said
was
that.
just,
That's
he was just
great.
putting his cards on the
Yeah.
table and he's like, so my
Yep.
friend said you're my wife, so I think you are. So
That's right.
Yeah.
I did not tell her
Yeah.
about Operation Angel Dove. That was our name.
I forgot that was the
That
name.
was the name for my
Wow.
mission to ask. Because it took me
Operation
after May
Angel
3rd. May 3rd, when Jason texted me that, it took me 3 months to ask her out. I asked her out on August 5th. I asked her out on August 5th. Our first date was August 7th. So it was like 3 months before and that was our name for it. Operation Angel. How am I going to meet her? How am I
Yeah.
going to ask her out?
Because you wanted
I was-
it to be organic. You
I
didn't want to
did.
just cold call her and be like,
Yeah.
sup, you're
Yeah.
cute.
I got a
Hey.
message saying
got a
you might be my wife.
I got a message that we're about to be in the middle of it.
We're about to be in the middle of it. Oh, man. And now you're in the middle of it. I love it.
We
it's
are
so
with
sweet.
Hannah Kerr.
It's amazing. Who was the artist, the concert that you got saved at?
10th Avenue North,
That's so
Mariah
cool.
Peters, and Rin Collective.
Wow.
So sick.
I will literally never forget it. Like,
It's so cool.
oh my gosh, it was 2013. Yeah, 2013. And I just remember Mike Donaghy, it wasn't a song that he sang, it was his testimony.
Yeah.
And there's so much power
So much
in the
power.
testimony. And I did not want to go to that concert. I went kicking and screaming to that concert, actually. My mom and I had a rocky relationship, and she had called me. I was in college, and I had just gone through a breakup. And she was like, I want to pick you up, and I want to take you somewhere. And I was like, the fact that I answered is a miracle. And I answered, and I said, okay. And that was miracle number 2. And then she pulled into a church parking lot, and I was like, absolutely not. Take me back to campus, because that was back in the day when I didn't have a car at college either.
Yeah.
And so anyways, she started crying actually, and she was like, I just feel like this is where God wants me to take you. And I had never heard my
wild?
mom say that ever.
Wow.
And I said, okay, let's go. She didn't have tickets either. She just like walked inside. She was like, I want the best seats in the house. And they gave us front row balcony seats, which I love front row balcony seats.
I love
And I
that.
was standing there like so mad. Like I was like this the whole time. And I just remember throughout the concert, like my body just felt lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. And then it felt like literally the Holy Spirit was like sitting on top of me.
Wow.
And I knew after that night, like my life was forever changed. I'll never be the same. And it's like, that's why also like what he's doing now, I'm like, it's so important
yeah.
because
Yeah.
You think like, oh, you're just up there singing songs. No, you're like,
Yeah.
God is using you to change lives, and
That's right.
same with you. And yeah, it's just so powerful. And he healed my relationship with my mom, and like just so many things. And
It's so sweet, and it's so cool that you have that perspective as he's on the road. Like, you know exactly what is at stake. You know
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what God could do in someone's life because it happened to you. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
is so cool. Have you been able to meet Mike Donaghy from 10th Avenue
Oh,
North
yeah.
and tell him
At
that
church.
story?
Yes,
church.
at church. Yeah, we were going to church together when we lived before we moved out of Nashville. And you saw him and I was like, oh my God. I was so like starstruck. I was like, I just want to tell him. And I got to tell him the story and it was so sweet. And I'm just, yeah.
Yeah. I met Mike Donaghy through a mutual friend, and so I had known him a little bit before I met you, I think. And so yeah, I told him one day, it's like, hey, I think it was when we were engaged. I was like, just so you know, like you sharing your testimony is what led my fiance to Christ. And he's like, that's so amazing. And he said, it's crazy because we at 10th Ave, like we never did an altar call, like a traditional altar call, like raise your hands if you want to get saved. He's like, but we were so intentional to share our testimony every night, because he's like, it's not in the raise your hand right now and come down. It's in you sharing what God has done in your life that
Yeah.
really helps people understand maybe God could do that for me too. So
Oh, I love that
cool.
so much.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
special. And
Yeah, he's
Mike's
awesome.
the kind of person where that kind of stuff really matters to him, like
Yeah.
to hear that testimony and
Yeah.
just what God has done. He didn't even know that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
and when
Yep.
you think about what you're doing on the road too, like
Yeah.
there are people every single night that are so impacted by what you're sharing, and you may never know it,
Yeah.
but just trust that you are making a difference for the
Yeah.
kingdom. And like, someone said one time that, you know, there's going to be a line of people in heaven that are waiting to come up to you to just say like, now we finally get to meet and I get to tell you like what God's done in my life with your songs and with your testimony. And I've never forgotten about that because God's doing so much that we can't see.
Yeah.
We just
So
have to
true.
trust that he's doing it. And
Yeah.
it's just really cool. So
And I'm such a
true.
details guy too. I'm such like a, are the mics all working? Is everything like perfect? Is everything good? It's like set up well, because I want to do a good job up there, but like I've got to like remind myself, remember why you're here. And
Right.
like, you know, the mics could malfunction, the guitars could come unplugged or whatever, but it's like if you truly share what God's done in your life, like that's really at the end of the day the only thing that matters. So
yeah.
yeah.
So good, you guys.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, well, we're about halfway through our podcast. I
Ooh.
think. Are we about halfway? 40 already?
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
I
We've been
knew
here
that
for
was
40 minutes?
I knew that was going to happen.
You
We've been here for
guys.
40 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, we're gonna do
fire?
we're gonna do a rapid fire in the middle of it. This is called the middle moment. It's gonna be really
Oh.
quick.
Cute. Fun.
Happen to have this handy
Where
wheel
did that come from?
right
Wow.
here. So funny. I did not write on
So
this.
beautifully made.
So everyone sees this wheel. This is going to be a little segment called the middle moment where we just spin the wheel. We're going to talk about whatever topic it lands on for
Okay.
just like a few minutes, like
Okay.
3 minutes. Like
Yes.
just doesn't need to be a long thing. It's just for funsies. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to see.
I love
okay,
it.
so
Here we go.
Morgan,
Do I
spin
spin
the
it?
wheel.
Yes, babe, you spin it.
How do I just
Just
okay. I feel
Here
like that
we
was
go.
a bad spin.
no, it's so good.
Okay, it was good. Okay.
Land on Bigfoot.
Ideal meal. Okay.
Ideal meal.
Okay, so what this is in your perfect world, what meal are you having? Every part of the meal can be from a different place. Appetizer, drink, entree, dessert. It can all be from a different place. It can be homemade. It can be from a restaurant.
Yes.
What's your ideal meal?
Mine's so easy, steak and potatoes.
Okay.
Literally just
Just
that.
steak and potatoes.
With
Okay.
some cheese, some bacon.
Oh.
yes.
Medium rare steak.
Yep.
Almost mooing.
Almost
Yes.
mooing.
Filet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Filet. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mine. So we honeymooned in St. Lucia,
Oh,
and there was
wait.
this.
You're
There's this
making
thing
me
called
wanna change
salt
mine.
fish in St. Lucia. It's just you can only get it there, and it's like this incredible. It almost like an appetizer, kind of,
Yeah.
right? And it's probably one of the best things I've ever tasted. So
It
I would
was so good.
I would have breakfast in St. Lucia, and I would have saltfish. I would have fresh fruit. I would have omelets, and bacon.
So you're choosing breakfast.
I
Like
am
that is the
Strangely, yes.
meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strangely, yes.
I guess you're having breakfast and steak and potatoes together. Steak and
That's,
potatoes is breakfasty.
You could have it for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
Totally.
I would have a
Steak
little
and
bit of her
potatoes
meal.
anytime.
Anytime.
Every meal.
Wait, what about like dessert or drink?
Dessert. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I'm not like a fancy. Oh, I've been loving my adrenal mocktails.
Yeah.
I
You're like, and that's on health.
I must
Crunchy.
say. Oh my gosh, thanks to our friend Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our
so-
crunchy queen.
Yeah, our
Crunchy
crunchy queen Katie. But yeah, probably an adrenal mocktail just with a concoction of all kinds of stuff that makes me feel very healthy. And
Well, like what? Tell us
oh my
what's
gosh,
in it.
what I've been doing right now is orange juice, coconut water, collagen,
Yep.
an element packet, red cherry tart juice.
Yes.
Like a
Yeah.
splash of that.
A splash.
And a splash of this like turmeric blend from Trader Joe's. It's a lot.
You're the picture of health.
It's a
You are the picture of health.
it's a
The
lot, but it
picture.
makes me feel good.
You take one sip and you're like, I have a
like,
six pack.
I'll just-
What's
I
funny
have a
though is you do
six-pack.
have a six pack, so you don't even need to
She
drink the
does.
mocktail.
She does.
Oh my god.
I love it.
And then dessert,
Dessert.
something like oh my gosh, the Adams peanut butter chocolate cheesecake from the
Cheesecake
Cheesecake Factory. That
Factory.
is
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent choice.
so good.
We just went to the Cheesecake Factory the other day, and we had to walk by it on our way out. We're like, oh, we can't. We can't.
We're trying.
Okay, well, in
Try.
this ideal meal world, there's no repercussions from like
Yes.
eating bad
Yeah, I
food.
would-
There's no calories, nothing.
In that
So
case, get me a whole
in
one
that
of those
case,
cheesecakes.
the whole one. Yeah.
My mouth
Yeah.
is straight up.
No, mine is
watering
too. It's like
right now.
embarrassing. I'm like, ooh.
Today's podcast sponsored by Cheesecake Factory. Not really.
There's so many potential sponsorships.
I know.
It's overflowing.
But for now, enjoy ad-free chatter. Okay. Yay!
love it.
The middle
Oh,
moment.
that was fun.
That was so fun. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're switching gears into
Yes.
talking about you, Morgan.
Yes.
I want to hear about you being a boss, an owner,
my
a
gosh.
CEO of
CEO.
VIVE Cycling. I want to hear all about VIVE and just what you're in the middle of with opening this cycling studio.
Wow. Okay, yes. So Caleb and I, we opened a cycling studio and it's been open for 2 weeks and like
Couple days, I think.
2 days now. And I was thinking about it like this morning, how did the dream happen?
Yeah.
And it like wasn't something that I had been dreaming about for years. It kind of just like happened, which is so interesting. But yeah, I used to honestly, like I got into cycling. I got into teaching cycling classes because I literally did not want to pay for a membership. And I
That's
was
real.
like, if I'm working out, someone's paying me
Yeah.
to do that. And so I was like, okay, how can I do this? Oh, I will just become like a cycling instructor.
That's awesome.
And-
you hacked the system.
Yeah,
You're like,
no,
I'm actually just going to
legit.
be the best at this so I don't have to pay for it.
I made it my New Year's resolution one year to go get certified. So I like did this rinky dink like online course certification,
Amazing.
had no idea what I was doing. And fortunately along the way, this instructor at the Y was like, I'm going to take you under my wing and like mentor
Yes.
you. And
So
so I was
cool.
teaching at the Y at first. And then I started teaching at this boutique fitness studio. And that's where I really found my passion for it, was because I realized that ministry was happening there.
Yeah.
That was like shocking me.
Yep.
Like literally like that is where the Lord was using me the most, which I thought that was going to be the hardest place for him to use me because
Right.
I was not allowed to play Christian music at this studio and like you weren't allowed to be open about that. But it was the friendships that I made.
Yeah.
And it changed my life, honestly, like just meeting the people. And so when we moved an hour away outside of Nashville and I was commuting like 4 times a week to go teach.
Yeah. So
hour each
far.
way.
Yeah. And because I just loved it so much and I knew like we weren't going to be able to do that. And I just remember one day sitting down with Caleb crying because I was like,
Yep.
I can't imagine not doing this now that I'm doing it because
Yeah.
so many friendships, I mean, I had friends that came to know Jesus literally like
Yeah.
who were never believers. Like they were into like witchcraft.
Wow.
And one of my
it's
friends was
crazy.
into witchcraft and literally texted me one day and was like, hey, I'm kind of like starting to like Jesus.
That is so
Wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And like,
And like she probably never would have set foot in a church at that time, but like she's
Exactly.
going to come to cycling class
It's-
and see her
yes.
girl Morgan teaching the
Yes.
class and being a
Crazy.
light.
Yeah.
It's just so cool how God has used
Yeah.
that as a ministry, like an unlikely
Yeah.
place as a ministry.
And,
It's so
Yeah.
sweet.
and what you said about like when you met Morgan for the first time and like this girl is a light and
Yeah.
joy and sunshine. That's
Yep.
just who she is. And that is what like, you know, even as we're starting up VIVE from the ground up, like that's what people are saying. Like people just gravitate to her.
Yep.
And it's
true.
it's just because she's so good at that, making you feel loved and seen and heard.
Thank
so
you.
That's right.
That's so kind. And it just happened. Like it just literally organically happened. Like I remember sitting down with you and Jason one day. I think it was like maybe 6 months before the ball got rolling on it. And I was like, I kind of have this dream and I'm the type of person that dreams a lot but doesn't follow through with anything. And so
that is not true. I actually want to say
Really?
you guys are the example in my life of people who are dreamers and doers.
Okay,
Like you have dreams, but then you actually do them too.
Thank
so
you.
I just gotta shut that down. You do not have a million dreams and never do them. You
'cause
are
I
a dreamer
do
and a
feel
doer.
like I have all these things. But anyways, I was like, this is the one thing that I actually like feel like I want to do. And I remember telling you guys that day,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I want to do this.
Yeah.
And what is wild is the Lord like set it all up. And I just want to share the
Yeah.
story because it's
Yeah.
like when God is in it, nothing can stop it.
That's
and
right.
it was
Yep.
like all of a sudden, we weren't even trying to make it was so easy how it happened. It was so
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Like it literally, I was on Reddit one day.
The place where God works.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. I was on Reddit, literally found out about this cycling studio that was shutting down in Texas. Caleb was with me and I was like, you got to call them today and see if we can just get the
Buy the
equipment.
bikes, yeah.
So
Amazing.
wild.
Genius.
So
Yeah.
we did. I don't know. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. And so we ended up working with the bank to like sort everything out. We drove up in a U-Haul to
14
Texas.
hours.
14 hours in a U-Haul. And we bought like the whole entire cycling studio.
The bikes, the
All of
audio
it.
equipment, the front desk,
Yeah.
the TVs, everything.
And-
the security
Oh my
cameras,
goodness.
everything.
The refrigerator.
The refrigerator, literally everything.
And what's crazy about it is the financial part. Like we did not have any, what is it called?
Money.
That's the word.
We did not have any.
What is it
We
called
did not
when
have any
someone
money.
investors?
We didn't have any investors.
We didn't have any
yeah.
investors. No loans.
things.
Yeah, same thing. And we were able to get an entire cycling studio, the bikes, the audio, for $13,000,
Oh my
Insane.
goodness.
and it
Insane.
normally cost over $600,000 to do that.
That is unbelievable. to
And
me.
so we did it. We didn't have a place to put them, so we drove everything back home. We put it in our basement.
I remember that.
Yeah. So we put everything in our basement. And then a week later, our landlord now called us because
Yeah.
we had like randomly looked at this commercial property, called him about it a while back. And he was like,
Yeah.
oh no, that's
Spoken for,
not
yeah.
for rent anymore. And so he just, I guess, had our number and he called us and
Yeah.
he said, we have this spot opened up, which is wild because that was the exact spot that I wanted, like in
Oh
the
my
parking,
goodness.
everything. And it just happened. And it was,
He called you.
He called us.
It
Said, "Are
was
you
so
interested?"
crazy.
Like, yes.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so it just happened and the Lord just provided in every single way. And
Yeah.
even now, like we're open and our landlord is like, I'm not going to start charging you rent until January.
No
Right now
way.
it's November.
Yeah.
And so he's been so gracious to us. Like,
Yes.
Wow.
and that's what
Huge God
happens
thing.
when the Lord is involved. And
That's right.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's not like there hasn't been hard moments. Like I will say, like
Right.
building it and dreaming it up, that's easy for me because I feel like that's where my gifting is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it was built, the first week of opening was so hard for me.
Yeah.
Because we had like a sold out opening weekend. And then
Yep.
after that, it was like, wait, now it's real
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
people have to pay to come here. And
Yep.
are
Right.
they going to want to come to the thing that we just spent so much time
Yeah.
building and just like having trust in the Lord that like he's going to keep providing now every single day.
Right.
Yeah.
That has been my hardest
Yes.
thing. But yeah, that's basically how it happened.
It's so crazy because I think we when we have dreams and we're just like beating down the doors, just like trying to force things to happen.
Yep.
Like we were talking about earlier, it's God's timing. It's like when he's in it, when it's his timing, it's not always going to be easy, but I think it is going to be clear that we're supposed to do it. And it's so obvious to me that God has been in this from the beginning with VIVE and just opening the doors, $13,000 for all of the equipment.
Insane. Just insane.
But also, like, you guys have done so much hard work. You've put so much heart into this. Like, I went to their opening weekend. First of all, I am not a cycler. Okay.
No, you killed it. That one I really want you to like become a cycler.
I feel like I would enjoy it if I was a little more fit.
Oh my gosh.
But it was so fun. It really was so fun. And just like walking in and seeing all the details, all the hard work that you've put into it, like it does not go unnoticed. All of the projects you've done, the painting, like all of the dreaming, all of the fridge is stocked with drinks. Like the front desk is aesthetically pleasing. The neon sign behind the desk, like I know you handmade that. Like there's just so much that went into it. So I just want to honor you for everything that you've done. Like, yes, it's a dream that God has given you. Yes, you have like, you know, doors have flown open, but you've put so much hard work into it, and it is so special.
Thank you so much. What's crazy is throughout this entire process, we've just been learning about God more and more and more.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he's been teaching us is power versus force. Exactly what you had said about like forcing something to happen is exhausting and you're pushing, and power is receiving.
That's right.
So
That's
receive the power versus like forcing it to happen. It's just, that's how it's happened. And on the way here, even Caleb and I were just chatting about dreams and walking through doors. And I feel like there's so many Christians out there, and maybe someone needs to hear this today. Like, if a door is open, walk through it. Like, I feel like so many of us, the door's open and we just stand there, and then we start to analyze the door, and then we start to go, is this the right door or is this the door that God really wants me to?
Is there a secret door somewhere that I'm missing?
Yeah. Analysis paralysis happens. And it's like, no, just take the step.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take the step. The Lord, in my quiet time with the Lord, when I pray, Caleb and I imagine Jesus like sitting in a room with us.
I love it.
And so I was just praying and imagining God sitting beside me. And this was before the studio opened. And I felt like it was God just like confirming that we needed to do this. And I just remember like seeing Jesus as I was chatting with him. He like grabbed my hand and he was like, close your eyes. And he like stood up, and I was just walking with him, and my eyes were closed, and he was just like, are you going to trust me? Keep stepping. We're walking. It's a walk with the Lord. You know, it's not a like sit with, it's a walk with the Lord. So
he's like, get up.
Yeah, we gotta walk into what he's called us to do.
Yeah.
So
that is amazing. That's a whole word. I love it.
It is.
No, it's true. I think like if God laid out the whole plan for us, if we could see it all,
man.
I don't know if I would say yes. I think I would be afraid. I think I would see all of the hangups and the things that are in the way, and I'd be like, maybe someone else, you know? But you just take that first step.
Yeah.
Like you just walk through the door, and he's going to show you what the next thing to do is and the next thing to do. Like that's why it says your word is a lamp to my feet and a light on my path. It's like the lamp doesn't light up the whole path. It just lights up the next step. And I feel like your courage to just take that first step, like you saw the Reddit thread and you're like, let's just call. I mean, that's just the first step, you know, let's just call. Okay, what's the next step? Renting a U-Haul and driving 14 hours. Like it's just little steps that lead to the big thing. And then looking back and being like, oh, God has done all of these things, and it's just little steps. It's so
like
sweet.
Jeremiah 29:11. God has a plan for our life. Like I have a plan for today. Like I had a plan to come here, sit down with my bestie and talk, and then go teach a cycling class tonight. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I don't know. But God has a plan for my life. To give us a hope and a future. Like that is so special.
It's so cool.
It really is. And like, I just, one of my favorite sayings is life is a wilderness looking forward and a path looking back, right? So when you look ahead, you don't see. It just looks like wilderness to you, and you don't know always know where you're going.
Yeah.
But as you look back, you see where the Lord was leading you and bringing you along the way. So you got to
That's
start
good.
to be in the middle of it.
I liked how your New England came out with wilderness.
They did
I was
it?
like,
Really?
he's from the north.
Oh no! Did I say wilderness?
You did.
Oh no!
It was my favorite thing.
Wilderness.
The wilderness.
Good job.
Thank you.
No, I loved it. It's great.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, that's awesome. You guys, it's so sweet to just watch you chase your dreams together and how God has like intersected your dreams too. Like you riding with Caleb and you literally training to be a cycler for your first class with her.
I did. I trained at the Y
Angel.
for a week before I took her first class.
It's one
I
of
wanted to
my
impress
favorite
her.
stories. It's so good. But like your dreams have really come together in a beautiful way. They're also really different. Like you have two different paths that you're walking, but you're married. You're walking it together. How has it been for you to just kind of chase two different dreams and support each other in the middle of that?
Well, I mean, I've got to brag on Morgan because so like we said earlier, on our first date, I said, "Hey, I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to do all this, and if we're going to get married, you're going to have to be okay with it." Like, it's just like how
This
crazy.
is about me.
This is about me. But no, it's like she's always like from the it. As you know, it takes a unique kind of person to tour, but also a unique kind of spouse to be married to someone who tours. Because it's like, I mean, for instance, as I wasn't there for the opening of VIVE. Like I wasn't there. Like I was, we had to keep pushing back the opening and whatnot. I was like, okay, as long as it's not in October, because I'm touring in October.
Yeah.
And it was in October. So
And it was in October.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to miss the opening, but I'm going to be like, my phone's going to be on. Like anything you need, call me. I'm going to do everything I can. And we had great people come around us. But she has never been anything other than just so supportive and say, you go chase your dream, you go, like make Jesus known on the road, like you go do what you've always been called to do. And I've never ever felt like it was a burden or it was something that was bad, like I was leaving her. She's always been incredibly supportive of me and like, again, even when I had to miss the opening of VIVE, she's like, no, you go do it. Like, we're going to be okay. We're going to make it work. It's going to be great. And yeah, she's the best. You are the best.
Thanks.
I love you.
Wow. Wait, do you guys like each other?
We do.
Are you flirty?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Cut that part out.
That's so cool. I love that you guys are so supportive of each other and just you're both doing it. You're both living a dream, and I know there's highs and lows and everything, but thank you for sharing with us just all of it.
But
being
also
in the middle of it.
Also, like, life just looks like what you want it to look like, I mean, and sometimes we write songs together, and sometimes like she'll come out on some runs with us on the road, and you better believe I'm up in that cycling studio, cycling, working on my fitness.
Every time he will literally like get off the bus or get off a flight and come straight to cycling.
That's
like
true.
won't
So
even go
sweet.
home. It's like, I don't know. It just works because there's
works.
nothing more special than seeing like your person walk in what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so sweet. I love you guys. I'm
We
so
love
thankful.
We love you.
I'm so thankful that you're here. Thanks for being in the middle of it.
Oh my
with
gosh.
us.
We're all the way in the middle of it.
All the way in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you
much.
for having
Of
us.
course.
Yes.
We love you.
I love y'all.
We love you.
Woo! Yeah.
Bam. Cut.